Welcome back to another live this channel. This is our fourth live. Man, I'm really happy. I'm so glad with this. First of all, let me know if you are enjoying until now, if you like it, the the three first lives, okay? The first three lives. And today we will review a few things, and if you already watched the whole videos, the whole lives, congratulations, because today you will go deeper in these foundings, okay, and in this whole situation of marketing, the whole world of marketing, okay. But if you're new, don't worry, you can keep in this video, okay? Don't need to close, don't need to open another video, okay? It will be simple. But today we will see the biggest mistake business owners make in marketing. And here you probably are thinking, but you already told me that. You already told me what I can do. Yes, but today we are going to go deeper, in a deeper way, because until now I just gave to you a few things, a few situations, okay, and just the biggest part, okay. I just show, okay, you probably have a commercial problem, no, this is a marketing problem, no, this is a business problem, okay. Today we will get this and start to develop, okay. First of all, come here with me. So the main goal of this live is make you understand why most businesses are doing marketing incorrectly, why post content alone doesn't create growth, why attention without strategy is useless, and why business need a customer acquisition system instead of random actions. Okay? Today we will see these 4 points, okay? And we will start with the illusion. Yes, we have a few illusions, but let's keep just for the business way, okay? So, first of all, problem awareness. Most business owners thinks think sorry, they have a visibility problem. What I mean with this? You probably think I can't sell or I can't get more clients because they don't see my contents. They don't see my business. Part's true, okay, you have a little part of true in this, but but it's more complicated than that, okay. When you think like this, you probably post more, boost random posts, copy competitors, and chase views and likes. And this, here you have a huge problem, okay. You have a few problems here, and one of these are one of these is the worst, okay. If I need to choose one, I would choose the worst in these 4 points. Before I told you, before I say this, imagine in these four situations, what do you think is the worst situation? Is the worst to do? Post more, boost random posts, copy competitors, chase views and likes. Okay? For me, the worst part is chase views and likes. But Talis, the last live, the last week, you told me exactly that my problem is no one sees my content. Yes, I did. Yes, I told you. But you need to understand that I told you what exactly. You will interrupt someone in Instagram, you will get his attention, you get them interest, then you will sell to them. So you are not chasing views and likes. You are chasing people's attention. And after this, people's interests. Okay? You need to really, really fix this in your mind. Okay? You need to understand this. If you chase views and likes, you will not grow. You will not have a healthy business. Okay, you can have an Instagram with many, many, many follows. Okay, no problem at all. But if you want to sell more, you can't keep just in this point. You need to do more. Okay? And why this is bigger than boost random posts? Because in this situation, you pay. Because if you chase views and likes, when you boost post, probably you get more follows, but not necessarily more sales. So you basically chase views and likes. You can sell in an organic way, and to get worse, you pay to show. Okay, so this for me is the worst situation. Continue. More content doesn't automatically create more customers. What I already told you, okay? The problem is deeper. Most businesses don't have a marketing strategy. They have random activity. And here, if you are with me in the last 3 lives, you already know that we have the part of marketing, the part of the business, the part of the sorry, the part of sales. Okay? Okay, no problem at all. Let's get. Let's imagine like this. You have a huge offer, a good offer, a really good offer. Okay, you can sell this. But if your offer is terrible, your marketing will have a huge problem. Marketing doesn't fix a bad offer, but a bad marketing can sell a good offer. If your offer is good enough to do someone buy, to do that the action of buying becomes automatically, you have a business. You have a marketing strategy. Okay? Let's continue. So let's connecting everything we already talk, okay, in most deeper situation. Talk about something important. Good business, stay invisible. Traffic, marketing, and sales have different roles. Business ruled through systems. Okay, and today we arrive at the core problem. Most business marketing emotionally instead of strategically. Sorry. That's why results are inconsistent. And this is a good point. Include, please pay attention to me. When you do a marketing strategy or anything that you put your soul in this, I can say this, but not because I'm just a traffic manager, but because I create landing pages, I know how to code, so I create websites, okay? And every time that I create a website, I send to a few friends of mine in my area so they can say and tell exactly if it is correct, if it is wrong, if it is good enough to sell. And I test on my campaign after this. But Thales, you know already, you have a good system, you have already a good part of this, you have a good base. Yes, but but when I spend hours doing something, I put part of my soul in this. And when I do this, I can, not every time, but I prefer to do it in this way. I can be more emotion when I try to decide if something is good or not. Why I'm told this? Why I told you this? Because when you do a marketing strategy, you need to imagine, okay, now let's get emotion aside. Okay, I will not be emotion here. I will just work with logical. It's hard to do. It's terrible hard to do. But if you can do this, you will have more results. I promise you this. Because you can see in a very, very, very fancy way that you can see the problems. Where are the problems? Okay? So, after this disclaimer, okay, after this, let's come back here. When I told you this part, um, we start the biggest marketing mistake. Okay? After this whole disclaimer, after 10 minutes, just kidding. Okay. Most business owners confuse movement with progress. Examples: posting every day with no objective, running ads without structure, changing strategy every week, creating content without positioning. They are busy. They don't have time. They do everything, but not growing. Because remember, it's not just about how much time you spend something. Look at me for this example. I will use me as an example, okay? To create a good website, I used to need like 1 month, maybe 1 month and a half, okay? 1 month and a half. But today, with AI, with a few AIs that are training to do this part of the job, I basically create websites in 3 days, 1 month to 3 days. Okay, but Thales, you don't spend more hours in this. Yes, but I know what to do. I know exactly what I need to do. That's the point. It's not about how many hours, but if this work or not. Okay? Random marketing creates random results. Activity is not the same as strategy. Okay? Why post alone doesn't work? And here, if you already saw someone say, okay, I know how to do exactly a perfect video to go and grow by organic. Okay, it's possible. It is. But this, I'm sorry, will not work. Okay? Social media really changed business. Okay? Social media changed business. But most people still use it incorrectly. And by this I mean more posts equal more sales, more views equal business growth, viral content predictable revenue. And this is completely wrong. Attention without direction becomes noise. I am doing um, a new profile for my agents, okay, in Portuguese in that case, and I'm just posting, okay. I'm testing a few things in this Instagram, okay, but already saw this because I'm posting every single day and I don't have follows yet. And I'm doing this for 6 days. Now, by tomorrow or 2 days here, 2 days by now, I will do more videos and I will do with more, basically using what I know. And then I will show you the results, okay? Today, if you want to put is Forge Prime, okay? Forge Prime, just this, Forge Prime. Let's see the Instagram. You will see that I don't have follows. I have 6 posts, and next week I will say exactly what changed, okay? Posting is just distribution. What matter is positioning, messaging, trust, and conversion. Views don't build business. Systems do. And here we became to our last live, to our last 2 lives, to our last 3 lives. Every live, I say something about system. You need to have one. Okay? Okay. Now, getting more serious. You need to have a system because if you do something random, you'll have random results. Pay attention here, please. Here with me. Imagine that you want to learn. Okay, let's imagine that you are. Let's imagine, okay, a partner law. Okay, partner law. Okay, basically you are a lawyer. Okay, no problem at all. Then you try to study, okay, the criminal laws, but you try to learn random. What I mean, I will get a book, any book here. Okay, now I will take this book, here, page 150, part 2, give my, okay, I will learn with this. No. Why? Because I open randomly in one page. I randomly start to read, but we have a system to follow. So I go for the very first page. I will come here and I will start to read. And at the end of the book, I will learn how to do. In that case, I will learn exactly what I need to do my job, to do what I propose myself to do, or to learn something. In that case, we use the example of a lawyer, but could be anything. The same thing apply to marketing. The same thing apply to commercial. The same thing apply to business. If you have a system, if you have a rules, you have something to follow, you grow more. You can grow better. You can grow faster. Okay? In a fastest way. Why I told you this? I'm doing every week a sequence of lives that are all connected, and I will teach you exactly what you need to do to sell more. That's my mission. I am giving you exactly the street. I am telling you exactly what you need to study, or what you need to do, or what you don't need to do. Okay? So, first of all, systems. You need to have a system. Please don't depend of lucky. Okay? And here we will depend on lucky. The real reason business stays stuck. No clear execution systems. Most businesses still depend on lucky, referrals, random message, seasonal movement, hope, results in consistent revenue. I'm sorry, but that's true. Okay? Um, 5.2, no positioning. They look exactly like everyone else. Same promises, same communication, same content. Result, the customer forgets them immediately. Remember, I told you last live, if you want to grow, if you want to sell more, you need to know and you have to know that our economy today is basically attention. You need to have people's attention. If you don't have people's attention, you can't sell. Okay? You depend basically of attention. Okay? When you say exactly like your opponent, when you speak exactly like others, when you speak exactly like the other business, I'm sorry, but you can't get attention. Okay? 5.3, no consistency. And by this, they disappear too fast. Post for 1 week, quit ads too early, change strategy emotionally, results no momentum. I like cinema, okay? So that's why. But it's basically like this. You can't be remembered. After this, we have no strategic thinking. They focus on tactics instead of systems. A boosted post is not a business strategy. And I tell you more, if you depend of this to sell more, I'm sorry, but maybe depending of the time of people in your city, you will have like 1 or 2 years of a good public. Okay, after this, you will basically how can I say this in a good way? I'm sorry, but you will be stuck. Okay, you will not grow anymore. I know because I already worked for a few business and they start to do exactly like this. And then they came to me and say, okay, I boosted posts and I get busy and I get um a full full agent, a full hours. Okay, no problem at all. They sell, they use this strategy. Okay, but after 1 year, 6 months, 2 years, they come back and say, "Man, I'm sorry, but I can't. I am not selling anymore. People don't buy." Understand? Take careful of this. Now, what actually creates growth? Growth becomes predictable when the business controls attention. Real growth requires visibility, positioning, trust, distribution, follow-up, conversation. Visibility, positioning, trust, distribution, follow-up, conversation. Visibility because you need someone to view, to see, to watch your content. Positioning because you need to have a good position so people remember you, people buy you, okay? Trust. People need to trust someone before buying. They have to trust that you solve their problem, that you do what you promise, that you are the best option, that your solution is the best. Okay. Distribution. You need to show up for everyone. In that case, everyone no, for people who want to buy or people who really can be a future buyer. Okay? Follow up. If someone started but someone didn't buy, follow up. Talis, but they say that they need to think, follow up. But she will still with her husband, follow up. But he said me to that, okay, but I'm not so sure, follow up. But he's basically, if if you didn't receive specifically a huge and extraordinary no, and specifically no, I don't, stop selling this, I don't want to buy, okay, then okay, I can sell. But if it isn't the case, follow up, okay, then conversion. This I can I don't need to say. This is what business call marketing today. Simple flow, visibility, interest, trust, conversation, revenue. If one part breaks, pro system slows down. Okay? Practical example. Let's make it real. Okay? Let's imagine the business one posts every day, gets likes, no positioning, no structure, no conversion process. Results busy but no growth. Then we have business two. Second business here. Clear positioning, strategy, content, paid distribution, consistent visibility, strong follow-up. Results, they grow predictably. And by this, what I mean is, when you depend of lucky, okay, when you need to have lucky, you are in this situation. First business. And why I say this? Because you will post, you will get likes, but you will not have structure to sell, okay? So you will basically depend of lucky. When every day you have people come to you and you know exactly what to say, exactly why they're coming, you have a good positioning, you show that you are the best solution, you can predictably say how much you will grow and how much you will have in the end of the month, okay? Because we will know exactly how many people you can convert, how many people goes to your site or your WhatsApp, how many people in that case becomes follow up, how many people you can't sell, and how many people start to follow you or watch your content. When you have these 5 steps, you can sell. And you can say that I have a growth work. I have a growth business. I have a good business. I have a healthy business. Okay? The difference is not effort. Okay? The difference is structure. The marketing rewards business that create attention intentionally. Okay? The shift business owners need. Stop asking, what should I post today? And start asking, how do I build a predictable acquisition system? Because content alone is not the business, it's part of the system. Okay? I'm sorry. Final message. Now, it's really for you guys that are with me every single day. Okay? You probably don't need more motivation. Probably no. Probably don't. Because it's your business. You need more structure. And by this, I mean you need to do the simple steps but consistently. Okay? The business winning today understands something simple. Attention without strategy is wasted, and random marketing creates random revenue. Sorry. So please, please pay attention here. Pay attention here. Okay. First of all, subscribe. Okay. Give your like, please, because it helps a lot. And come back here. We are learning exactly what you need to do to grow your business. Not just your business, but grow on social medias. Okay. Next videos, I will show you how to create an offer, how to work with your commercial, how to build an ad, how to do marketing, in fact, when post or what post, how to position your business, okay? So please subscribe so you don't lose any videos, okay? I will try to do more videos, not lives, but um normal videos. See you next week. Welcome to our attention. Bye bye.